today's episode, we will be going over some of the best highlights from the matchup between T1 and G2 during the knockout stage of the 2024 MSI. Without further ado, let's dive straight into the action.
Off one more minion, there we are. Zayas locks in the gold card, Windwall comes out. Ono will wait, Mickey engaging in the bottom lane as Guma almost stunned against the wall, but not quite. Guma gets first blood, and Hansama stunned! What a 2-for-1 in favor of T1!
Meanwhile, on top side, Broken Blade is able to survive the gank. Zayas was forced to flash. We'll see if Owner continues. This is such a big wave!
Broken Blade survives! Gets the wave under the... Some time to pop it.
Instead, though, they do take a big gamble, and these type of lanes, double Halo Blades, do thrive on finding early leads. Now, when we look at the farm, it wasn't that bad of a trade.
Astro fly forward by Faker.
Faker!
Caps just needs the autos! Faker! Just taken out by... Coming across from the side as well, has the skies descend.
As his ult.
Mickey's on his way. This could be the ball game right here. Faker goes in. Who tanks first? Already we see Hansama falling. Yike with a flash. Faker tanks a tower shot, but T1 able to get out. Caps looking for the flank. Has the shockwave, but no flash. Owner tanking on the front line as Mickey and Yike continue to collapse. Can Caps find Faker? Not today! Faker escapes. Guma falling low. The ignite not enough to take him, but the command attack will send him to an early grave.
Oh my goodness, it's only 3-3 and kill. Game one.
And he goes.
Breath in. Zayas locks the gold card. Broken Blade just trading there. Not too much more going to happen.
And this time around, we do have
Ghost is used.
Cease and desist in the mid lane. Good skies descend though the shockwave. Faker dodges it, but Mickey's here. Faker no flash, and Mickey slams him into the wall. G2 collapse in mid to find another kill.
All right, Caps. His accuracy on the shockwaves not the highest this game, but it doesn't matter because G2 still converted into a kill. Carrier on a ward.
Rank's coming across. Carrier on a ward. Flash forward. Chain of corruption. The lock up on Guma. And there's nothing he can do to escape. The chase continues. Carrier doesn't have a flash. Can he hookshot? Can he wall dive? Or will he just die? Well on his way towards that. You only keep scaling up quicker.
Carrier.
Game goes on. Carrier locked against the wall. Yike. Here for the chase. Will they use the cease and desist? Owner goes back in. TP flash away with the cataclysm. Keeper's birdied out by Mickey. Hansama now collapsing. Face cool. Guma locked up. The shockwave. Yike going back in onto Guma Yushi. Hansama has Carrier on his base and he might get taken out by the falling star. Carrier trying to put the damage down, but it's two kills. Hansama. Oh, he thought he was gorgeous and he was! He flashes into a bush where there's a sentinel, so Carrier sees him, but Hansama doesn't give a damn and puts him in his place. 1,000, 2,000 gold behind. Dragon being taken by G2. It will be 2 Drakes to 0 in their favor.
Now, expectations coming into this series were that T1 would be the heavy favorites. We've seen the number of predictions, and of course, this series is not over yet, and by no means is G2 in a convincing position where this game is secured for them.
Years ago, is the chain of corruption going wide from Hansama? The Destiny's going to come in, and there's no way for Hansama to escape.
He's so dead.
He's so dead. As Hansama oversteps a little bit. Mickey looking for the Hex Flash across the wall. TP in, Hex Flash can sword. Mickey trying to get away from the gold card, which was locked in by Zayas. Cataclysm into the Keeper's verdict. Only hits onto Zayas. Guma still chasing. The collapse coming in, but Yike.
You would have, yeah.
I don't think that was a necessity. There is going to be a gold influx here for T1. My main issue, again, is going to be how are these team fights going to play out when the Orianna is this fed of. If you are G2, don't overextend as Guma.
Oh, all the way onto Guma, the flash away, steadfast presence, Mickey can't find the stun, and Guma will be able to get the blast gun in time. Yike! Misses the bolt breaker, and now he's on the wrong side of dodge. Flashes away, Cataclysm, shockwave dodge with the Hexag ultimatum, and Yike locked up and shut out by T1.
Overcommitment.
Because there's so much damage as Mickey.
Guma has no flash, and no Edge of Night. Destiny out, smart play by Zayas to spot. The fact that Mickey was flanking Carrier, going in with a Hexag ultimatum, knocked back with a hammer shot, the Cataclysm. Cap still stunned up, and Mickey's already killed off Zayas. Cap's down, the shutdown goes to Guma. Mickey trying to put the hammer snap into the last breath, and T1 maybe breathed that last in this game. G2 find 2, and Guma and Carrier walk away wounded.
Broken Blade arrives to the fight, and they make the combo happen. Yike and Broken Blade lock down Faker and Guma, and with the Baron alive, G2 are going to secure it.
T1 seem to be on the same page. We got to kill Caps, we got to build Caps, but you can't dive that deep. They are going to give up the Baron, might get at least a mid lane turret for it, but not the trade that you're looking for. G2.
But look at this combo here from Yike. Broken Blade is in range, the comms come through, Faker gets knocked up, Owner gets knocked.
Coming into this MSI as weaker than, not than it's ever been, but definitely in a weaker state than we expected them to be.
Do gotta say though, the Rebel Baron power play does for not getting too much. If you only end up getting a mid lane turret out of it, it is nice, but by itself, not enough. And I think this is where the Baron itself is going to give a decent amount of gold. But outside of the Soul Point, which is valuable, Ocean Soul obviously not going to be your preferred Drake of choice.
Importantly for G2, camps didn't burn.
Should prove helpful.
Carrier, no hookshot wall dive. Stun card locked onto Yike. Singularity going down, Broken Blade dashing forward. The threat of the Steel Tempest lands that Q3, no last breath to follow up. Another tower goes down, Carrier.
For the next team fight.
Broken Blade puts the wind wall down, Hexagol of Maiden coming out as well as Carrier dives onto the backline. Broken Blade down to half HP. Owner dashing forward and Mickey finds Faker, the chain of corruption follow-up. The shockwave, Faker falls, Yike able to survive as well, locked up underneath the tower, he'll die. 2 for 1 so far in the exchanges. Zeus able to walk down towards the bottom side, kite away. G2 continue to push in for the tier 2 in the mid lane.
Broken Blade, he's looking for more, they'll just take the tower. Wow.
Still being unthreatened because everything was used trying to kill this Yasuo. It's, by the way, didn't flash, didn't die.
Carrier into the wall, Han Summer there for the follow-up, just looking to chunk Carrier out!
Whoa!
Well, that's a hell of a chunk from G2. The chain of corruption landing as well, as Zeus going to try and lock in the gold card to stop Han Summer from the chase, but Yike is here, and Zeus is not long for the rift. G2 find another 2 with Drake up in a minute's time. T1 would be walking into Fog, the standard, their only bit of vision. 1 ward now in the river. Faker needs to find a Sky's Descent, but he doesn't have the upgraded ultimate as Owner looks for the flank vision on him. Owner just wants to get in here, now out of vision. Last bet going in, it's secured by Yike. No damage between the 2 teams really as G2 just get the Drake and get out, but Yike is overstepping. Cease and desist on the backline into the last breath, into the shockwave. Faker is yeeted the hell out of the fight, and even the base core might not be enough to save Carrier. Owner down, Guma down, T1 down, and G2 on the brink of taking a lead versus T1.
T1 again, they try to force again. Tam Jag won't find him, but I don't think it's going to make a difference.
G2 is looking to end the game right here. Sub 30 minutes. G2 have torn T1 apart.
He's got the wave though. This is really smart. Carrier catches it. The cannon minion dies and there's only 1 minion left alive. G2 unable to advance. Intelligent stuff from the T1 support.
Can't clear though. This is not your normal Camille. No Ravenous Hydra available. Lots of gold lead. Gonna pick up the Baron and look for the end on the next push.
G2 continue to defy expectations with the Baron locked in. This looks like G2's game to lose. Underestimated at every turn. They have taken the fight to T1, and this should be the last-ditch effort from T1.
No flash for Owner, but the Cataclysm, Mickey locks him up. Owner shut out! And G2 did everything they needed to make sure there was no steal happening as the flash shockwave on Faker takes him down to half. Mickey with a slam into the wall, and Guma's hopes of winning this game are being slammed in his face. G2 almost clean acing T1. Guma dies, there it is, a clean ace for G2.
5 alive for G2, 5 dead on the side of T1, and with this, G2 will go to match point.
The last Nexus tower, merely a blip on the radar for G2. It is G2 T1.
These were some of the best highlights from the MSI 2024 Knockouts matchup between T1 and G2. Which moment was your favorite? Let us know in the comments below.